is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board certified physician. I tell you what, buddy, I'm this close to dropping trial. I'll do it. I'll drop trial.
Watch out, don't do it.
I'll do it. I'll drop trial right now. 7:55, 7:55. That's 5 away from 8 o'clock. Yeah, what's going on? We got news and traffic coming up top of the hour. 7:55, 5 after 7. Really? You're doing
Watch
that?
out for brake lights.
You're breaking the math down that far? 7:55, 55 after 7? How much further can you break the math down than that? Yeah, the 405, I got slow and go. Look out for brake lights. Oh, slow and go. Let me get my scratch pad out. Let's see now. 7:55.
55 after the hour.
55 after 7.
Oh, now it's 56.
Yeah, slow and go. They have a brake light. Watch out, I got some bozos out there that are causing trouble out there. Slow and go. We have traffic in lanes. In lanes. That's the other one I like. Oh, really? They're not driving on the
sidewalks.
Ivy. They're not up on the Ivy embankment. They're actually in lanes. There's something in lanes. Interesting. All right, so we got weather and traffic coming up top of the hour. Got the 5-day forecast coming up. It's going to be, Monday looks like 84 with a low of 64. Then
late night, early morning, low clouds.
Or it's a marine layer. It's going to be heading in the morning, then it's coming out. Out in Placentia, it's checking in 82. We got Garden Grove checking in 82. Who else checking in? Everyone's checking in at 82. Yeah, I saw the 5-day forecast on Monday. By the way, saw the 5-day forecast yesterday. Saw the news today. They were explaining that it's totally different than whatever it was, and I thought, well, first off, if you're going to give the 5-day forecast, shut the F up for the rest of the week. You've now
given us the forecast. That's it.
That's it. You shut up.
Yeah.
Hey, Nostracrapus over there. You told us Sunday night how it was going to be all the way until the weekend. Now shut up.
Unless you're wrong.
Oh.
Could that be?
Could it be? Could it be? 7.5 hours later, maybe you're totally wrong? What? 5-day forecast. Oh, you weathermen. Don't get me going on you weathermen.
I was thinking about you tonight and how people compliment you or the show. And remember last night you were complimented for being on that ABC show, but you look great. You look great. You look nervous. You look like you didn't want to be there. Yeah, seem nervous. Yeah. Great show, but you didn't look quite right.
That's right.
Tonight somebody walked up to me in a restaurant and goes, "Oh, I love your show. Thank you so much." But yeah, last night I was listening. I couldn't take it anymore. I turned it off. I never listen really, but I can't take it. It's awful. I'm like, what?
They didn't say awful, but they couldn't take it anymore.
Then I had to get him to clarify. Like, what's awful? Adam and the farting? No, the callers.
Yeah. No, I do. This show gets a fair amount of that. Love your show. Just couldn't take it.
Yeah.
Had to change it. Couldn't tolerate it anymore.
Couldn't bite your tongue right there before I had to turn it off.
Big fan. Became physically ill listening to the show. Had to turn the car off.
I actually don't listen ever, but last night I was listening.
Huge fan. Been not listening for years now. Big fan of the show. Big fan of you. Big fan of Adam. Had to drive the car into a lake. Yeah. Because I couldn't take it. Yeah. I do get a fair amount of that. Here's the thing about compliments. They usually start going south about the 60% mark.
It's sentence 3.
They do well.
Yeah. It's like, hey, love what you do.
They start, doing good.
Last night, I couldn't take it anymore.
No. They usually they start turning a little past the halfway point of the actual exchange. Yeah. I found.
Well, I end the exchange right about the time that it starts turning, so it's
I've now decided just to tell people to beat it when they start. It's hard because they start with, "Hey, man, show," and then it starts getting ugly. All right, you ready to rock here, Drew?
Yeah, here we
go. All right, because I don't know. We may have to do a lightning round tonight, Drew.
Oh.
I mean, we got weather. We got traffic.
I think you've got a lightning round in you. Yeah,
it's slow and go on the 105. I mean, there are things to talk about. We got to get the news in too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's brush fires.
Oh, are there?
Oh, I don't know, but there's got to be
Probably,
brush
yeah,
fires.
it's
There's got to be
July,
brush fires.
August,
You
yeah.
got to know about that. We're into the fire season.
Yeah.
We're past the dads and grads time. We're into yeah. Of course, with the bikini season coming up, people fighting the Battle of the Bulge. I like that. I like the news when they just show chest down shots of lard asses fighting the Battle of the Bulge. Really? That passes as copy. I would love just to be in the newsroom and see that come up. See a guy write that on the teleprompter. Battle of the Bulge. Phil, I want to show you this about. Yeah, let me show you. And then just pick up a folding chair and just start beating it. just like out of a scene from Goodfellas. Just to bloody till there was like brain matter all over the folding chair. And then they throw the folding chair across the room to a stunned group and say, anyone else? Anybody else? Anyone else
want
with
to fight the Battle of the
Bulge? How about Battle of the Bulge? Or dads and grads? Anybody else? Anybody else? Get back to work, you monkeys! Battle of the Bulge. Yeah, okay. There we go.
Sarah, 19.
And not a court in the land would convict me either.
No. Crime of passion.
You're-
Defense, really.
You're not. Yeah, that's right. I was protecting the viewers against hearing the worn out phrase "Battle of the Bulge" one more time as it pertained to lard asses. Sarah,
Yeah?
19.
Yep, 19.
What's going on?
I'm wondering what the sexual side effects are for smoking weed. I think I may be having some.
You kind of get shut
Really?
down. You're not interested in things as much anymore. You can occasionally have trouble orgasming, but mostly it's just sort of the overall syndrome of depression.
What about the fact that the chicks are all up in their bean as it goes for the big O anyway, and that pot really
She has
can
libido.
scramble?
She didn't ask about orgasm. She asked about libido.
Yeah.
Well, she said sexual side effects.
Yeah. And, like, I don't get aroused very easily at all.
Hold on a second. Here's what I'm saying. Guys, it's a mechanical, plumbing, mathematic. You
Right.
put enough pounds per square inch on my dork. You move your hand
Something
up
comes
and
out.
down enough times,
Something comes
and
out.
something will come out
Yes.
on the 833rd
Ladies, are you
time.
taking notes?
It is pure math. I could be watching films of the Holocaust with my grandmother's head superimposed into all the Nazis.
Yeah.
And I was something would eventually just leak out.
Yeah.
Write that down, by the way,
Got
for
it.
my art
Grandmother's
house
head.
film.
Grandmother's
Yeah.
head on Nazis.
Yeah.
Got it,
The point is women, it's up in their head.
Well, so the point is that because it's
in
dependent on
weed-
how their feelings, and weed screws with
weed
that.
can
yeah.
screw with that. So
Yeah.
so I would say for men, not a huge
Well, when they get
deal.
severely depressed, it can be a deal. But for women, yes.
For women, it could really
Mhm.
screw with.
Yep.
They got a whole they're like cats during like a thunderstorm or something. There's too many negative ions in the air or something, and they can't get the pheromone scene
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Delicate
Very
biology,
delicate.
woman.
Very delicate.
3. We're not done with Sarah.
Oh yeah. Sarah.
Yeah?
So why don't you do something about the pot, since that seems to be finally having an effect on you?
I like it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the many losses that begin to accumulate from the drug.
Do you have
Yeah.
a boyfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
Oh, you're lesbian.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So is something wrong with you? Did you get molested or anything?
No. Nothing like that. Could be my parents. I mean, I met my dad for the first time, so that kind of had an effect on me.
When was that?
Yeah.
When was that?
Oh, I haven't met him. I'm 19 now. The first time I met him, I was 17.
My goodness.
So, 17 years of my life, I never knew my dad.
All right. All right. How's the lesbian relationship going?
Oh, it's great. I've been with her for 5 years. She's a great girl.
How old was she when you met her, or when you started dating?
She was 14. I was 15.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And this is it. You're not bi. You're lesbo.
Yeah. Lesbo, yep.
All right. All right. Well, sometimes, by the way, as Drew says, oftentimes these lesbian relationships can just settle into a they become a sort of a partnership.
Yeah,
right?
it's a little bit of a sexless partnership. But
if you ever see the old lesbian couples, it's all short cropped hair and beads, and somehow here's what happens to lesbians: the hair as the hair gets shorter, the earrings get longer.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Eventually,
and the necklaces too.
Eventually, they have the back of their head looks like goddamn Gomer Pyle. I mean, just buzzed all the way up the back of their thing. They got a necklace that's dragging on the ground, and they have earrings that hang down lower than their knees.
Yeah.
What gives?
Yeah.
The hair going this way, jewelry's going toward terra firma. What is that, Drew?
It's an interesting observation. I never,
it's
never noticed it,
all
but I think
about,
it's right.
and they love beads.
Yeah.
It's the beads. It's not. They don't wear gold and silver necklaces. It's the beaded necklace, and the earrings weigh 70 pounds
It's all very
per
folk,
unit. Very
folksy.
folksy. Yeah, and it's like, here's what it is. I'm gonna put junk on. I couldn't possibly go down on a chick with this much crap on me. I couldn't get my head. I couldn't.
You
I
mean
couldn't
it's their
stick my
version?
head through a hula hoop
It's a
with this
lesbian's
thing.
version of I've got a headache.
Yeah, it's like, Sweet Pea, partner of 26 years. I'd love to go down on you, but I'm wearing a metric ton of jewelry and beads, and most of the stuff, a lot of Indian crap, a lot of garbage I picked up in Pueblo, Colorado. Remember our last sexless vacation, remember Grand Canyon? Yeah. I'm wearing tons of beads. I'm wearing tons of junk. I'm like lesbian Mr. T over here. A lot of turquoise. Can't get all this crap off. And by the way, hair not long enough for you to get a handful of anything and force me down there. Keep a close buzz cut.
Maybe
that's it.
That's
Keep the hair short. Keep the beads fat. Equals no more oral. Interesting, Drew. And by the way, I see anyone in turquoise. When I see the turquoise, I cross the other.
Oh,
I
really?
cross
You
the
don't like
street.
that?
When I see the dude with the turquoise belt buckle, and even worse, the big turquoise nuggety. No, it's that you couldn't call it a bracelet. It's too thick to be it's a big band.
Yeah.
It's a silver band. He's usually the dude in his 50s with the ponytail. And there's a story behind the turquoise that you absolutely don't want to hear, but you're going to hear it if you establish eye contact with him.
Yeah.
And it's some
Same
sort
guy. He's wearing a bolo too, usually.
He's wearing a bolo. He's talking to you about spirituality. He's just lit a menthol cigarette while he's explaining to you about his roots. Yeah. That jack off. Listen, all you jack offs with the turquoise, please. Do me a favor. Throw yourself into the river. You'll go right to the bottom. Eventually, you'll decompose, and we'll find the turquoise again. You fall into, because you're wearing literally 70 pounds worth of turquoise and silver. You fall into you could drown in 4 inches of water. Like, you land on something, you can't. We need a crane. Yeah. You're like a cop motorcycle. You tip over, we got to pick you. We got to get a tow truck to get you back up again.
Yeah.
Or start sawing turquoise off you. All right. So what is it with lesbians, Drew, that all the beads go on and all the earrings go on and the hair just keeps getting shorter, the glasses get bigger?
Maybe some of our lesbian listeners can call and enlighten us, because I think you're right, but I've never really thought about it.
I really think it's I'm not going down on you. You can't grab my hair, and there's too many beads to get to your vagina. I'm essentially wearing a car tire around my neck.
Now we are intentionally looking at stereotypes to try to understand people.
Trying to understand.
I've noticed in terms of attire, there's the gray sort of tank top T-shirt with the sort of work shirt on top.
Yeah.
That's
the fanny pack lesbian.
Yeah,
that's not the folk
but that's
art.
The uniform, but that's her uniform.
That's the uniform, but that's not quite as folksy as the folk art lesbian.
I agree, but that is always with a circa 1970 fanny pack, not anything recent.
Made it myself.
Yeah.
And then there's also my mom's friend who's there's something that women do when they've decided they're not going to be having sex anymore that just has to do with loading up on beads.
Well, you keep saying that. That's the part I have not observed, and I want to hear from our callers.
You've observed it.
Now that you bring it to my attention, I've observed it.
Yeah, you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Monica, 16. What's up?
Yeah, bead lesbians.
Huh?
Ask Sarah. Sarah left.
No, she doesn't know anything.
Well, maybe she wears beads.
You gotta wait till they hang out for a few years. She's only been with her gal pal for a couple.
So the point we were making was they may have hit a stride where the sex is sort of out of the relationship, which happens sometimes.
All their sexual energy gets channeled into beads.
The other thing about lesbian couples
large beads.
It's a somewhat heterogeneous group in that there's a certain amount of sexual abuse survivors in that group. Some are hypersexual, some are bipolar, some are shut down as a part of
they're
trauma.
shut down by the time they get to the bead phase. They get to the bead and the sandal phase. That's it. They even put the beads on the sandals.
What's the bead symbol?
I don't know. Monica, and hold on. Let me just say this, too. And this is going to go out to the lesbian couples who have been together for 26 glorious years. This is going out to my mom's goofball friends. This is going out to all you broads. Beads, I don't know who you're doing it for. It ain't for us. Never heard a guy say mention the word beads as it pertained to a woman and why he was attracted to her. It's like, she's a 5, but oh man, can she wear some beads? That's what drew me in. I saw the beads.
Well, let's think about adornments in general.
Huge ass with great beads.
But generally, jewelry and
Beautiful
adornments,
beads.
women wear those for other women.
They must.
Because men are not attracted to that. That's a way of marking territory, sort of, if anything.
But the beads, look.
But think of it. And guys don't buy women beads. Women do that for themselves,
Look,
right?
I can see a nice set of diamond earrings or maybe even a slutty little ankle bracelet every once in a while. But the big blue volcanic rock beads my mom's friends wear, no, not for anybody. Nobody likes that. You look like a pottery store. Okay. Let's keep moving, Drew. Yeah, please. Monica?
Uh-huh.
You're 16?
Monica?
What's up, baby doll?
Sorry. I have a question about guys. Like, okay, do guys, like, get freaked out when girls approach them?
No.
Like,
Well,
if they like you.
If they're wearing the beads, we do.
That might break them a little bit, but no, they do not. If they like you. If they don't like you, they don't know how to say no, and they seem very squirrely and get really freaked out, yes. Guys are not skilled at doing what women do all the time, which is sort of deflecting things, saying no, moving things along without hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, why? Is there a guy you like?
yeah, and I've tried, like, inviting him, not asking him out, but, like, on a date, and then, like, he always, like, turns me down, and so, like, I stopped already, but, like, I don't know.
There's nothing to do with you asking him out. Just turn the tables. If you were a guy and asked a girl out several times and she said no several times, what do you think the guy ought to do? He ought to stop asking.
Yeah. Well, here's what.
And by the way, the guy has a higher probability of bringing a girl around than a girl does of turning a guy's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what we're saying. It's not the message. It's not how the message is conveyed. It's the message. It's the parcel that's being delivered.
It's being conveyed. Yeah.
No. So here's what I'm saying. It's not whether it gets thrown in your yard or sent to you via a courier or UPS or hand delivered to you. It's what the package is that guys are interested in.
Right.
And a lot of times girls do this thing where it's like, I asked the guy out, but I asked him out in a clumsy way, and I think I freaked him out. Yeah. Or I asked him to go somewhere that I don't. No. We don't care anything about that. No. All we care is, are we interested in the package?
The delivery.
You are the package. Yeah. I don't care how it's delivered.
If they like the package, they're running inside the house going, oh, look what I got.
Doesn't matter if a stork was carrying it and dropped it into your yard. It doesn't matter if a homeless guy knocked on the door and handed it to you. If it's something you wanted, we're in. And there's no way to screw that up. On the other hand, if we don't want it, it doesn't matter whether it's wrapped in a silver bow.
Or who brought it or how.
Right. So Monica thinks she's screwing up because she's asking this guy to do stuff he doesn't want to do or whatever. Well, he's just not interested.
Right.
Monica?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, he's not interested in you.
I figured it out already.
Okay.
All right, but there are guys who will be interested in you.
See, I think I'm realizing that women somehow think that by asking guys out, they're distorting or disturbing the sort of ecosystem. The fact is, it's a precise situation that men are in. You ask a guy out. You didn't screw anything up when you asked them out. They just ain't wanting to go out. So it's, you put it in your head as, oh, that went down as, if I hadn't asked them out, maybe I would have had a chance.
And let me say this. Too many years of too many bad sitcoms have screwed it up for everybody. And people somehow thinking that, this person was the person for me, but circumstances got confused, and now we're not going out. Yeah. You're not going out because they're not interested, not because you were clumsy or because you had a piece of food on the side of your mouth while you were asking them out. There's all this. I mean, that's sort of the classic sitcom thing is, Jack Tripper's out on a date, everything's going great. There's a knock on the door. There's some confusion. And before he can turn around, his date says, that's it. I never want to see you again, and storms out. That never happens. Mm-mm. That happens if she's not into him. Mm-hmm. If she's into him, she's hanging. She'll go through anything.
There is an intermediate thing where a guy may not have another girlfriend and may be kind of interested in things and may, he'll let you know that, though. He'll say, oh, yeah, not right now or whatever, but they'll leave the door open if there's any interest at all.
Bad for Monica. Hey, Monica.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Hey.
It's just this guy ain't into your scene. All right.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm sure you're plenty cute. I hope you're cute. Are you? All right. The phone keeps crapping out. Here's the point. Go ahead and ask out whoever you're interested in.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
how you
gonna
find
freak.
out.
And if they're interested, they'll go out. And it's not because you ask them out that freak them out.
The guys are even clearer than the girls. They will
That's
be
right.
completely in if they're in and completely sort of swirling on if they're out.
That's right. Jennifer?
Hi.
Oh, I love this phone system.
Hello.
There we go.
What's happening? You're
Hi,
26.
how are you guys doing?
Good.
I just have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend, he's 34, and he's a diabetic. He just started taking Paxil, and when we mess around and stuff, he gets aroused, but he usually loses his erection and can't really ejaculate.
Well, that is partially the Paxil and partially, undoubtedly, his diabetes.
So
male diabetics get erectile dysfunction, orgasm dysfunction, all
okay,
kinds of
so
sexual
because I was
dysfunction.
kind of taking it personally.
No, and the Paxil can really make it difficult for them to orgasm.
And I don't know, we don't fight or anything, but he was just feeling bad the other day because I was upset about it. So.
No, it's not about you.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
a
you're
biological thing. Okay?
Yeah, well, what's he going to do about it?
Yeah, talk to his doctor about switching off the Paxil. There's 3 antidepressants that don't interfere with sexual functioning: Cerazone, Wellbutrin, and
Yeah.
the third one, Remeron.
Remeron. Yeah.
Remeron sounds like the one you should be using for sexual prowess, huh? Remeron.
Remeron sounds like something you would want an angry, like if you were coaching extras in a movie and you're like where the guy said, we need to go to Frankenstein's castle and we need to kill that monster. When you don't want him to actually say anything audible, but you want something to come out like that mugga sound. I want Remeron. that Remeron is it's the general sound that I want to come out of the angry torch-bearing crowd.
Perfect.
The pitchforks. Remember when people would use pitchforks?
Pitchforks and torches.
Torches. And by the way,
Torches made out of what?
They never.
Sterno? What were the torches made
They
out
never
of?
screwed up and had them all with pitchforks or all
Right. Some had shovels.
all with torches. It was always 50-50.
Yeah.
One guy had the pitchfork. The other must be the guys like you guys were born on even numbered dates, and I can bring the pitchforks. You guys with the odd numbers, you bring the torch. It was never. They would always work it out where it was even.
You know, Jennifer, her boyfriend with the sexual dysfunction, that's the only thing I can ever get young diabetics to listen to is when they don't want to take their insulin, they get ketoacidosis and get in real serious problems that it's going to cause nerve damage and their dork won't work.
Right.
That sometimes gets through to them.
Speaking of dork, I'm on day, I don't know what, of not beating off.
Just it's not working.
It's black and blue down there.
Yeah.
I'm scared something's
gonna come out.
Like magenta is gonna come out of me, and I'm gonna freak out. You know. Is it okay? Can I get
You're good times.
Can I get the green light from you, Doc?
Yeah. You may unleash the gods.
Could I get a little help?
No.
Huh? I just kind of want a pro there, even if it's just holding my hand.
Yeah. Holding what?
What I'm saying is I just need a spotter. You know what I mean? I can lift the weight. I can lift it, but in case the knee goes out, I'm going to need somebody there. You know, I'm squatting. You know, do you
want to lift?
I can lift. I just need. I haven't beat off. It's been like over a week now. I just want a spotter. I want someone with who understands the HIPAA laws. Someone who's certified. Someone I know I can trust not to talk about. Be confidential and discreet about this. Someone who could administer some CPR if something should go wrong. I'm just saying, during the break, let me see if I can get something going.
And that spot. And blind.
I'm not saying I don't want to put a magazine on your back or anything like that. I'll discreetly go into the stall. I'll leave the door open. I just want you to hold my good hand, my free hand. If you feel the grip tighten and then loosen very quickly. I'm going to need you, you hear me hit tile, I need you to come in there. Because it's been too long, and it's mussing with my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. We'll take a, Chris, I'm going to need you there too, buddy. just
Chris,
to clean
you'll
up.
be wearing the magazine on your back.
Yeah. Bring a squeegee and a couple, go find the Party Patrol van and get some extra T-shirts. Yeah, and a calendar too, actually. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Men, do you wear Axe deodorant body spray? Have you suffered unspeakable indignities at the hands of female co-workers?
My boss, she instituted mandatory hot tub meetings and naked Fridays.
Girls are always giving me back rubs. With happy endings.
If you wear Axe, call Huckster and Huckster today at 212-730-8336.
Huckster and Huckster won me 20 Lodge, which I use for pelvic realignment therapy. Thanks, Huckster.
We'll fight for you!
That's the Axe effect.
You like LoveLine? Well, NBC's got a place for you on Monday nights. It's a new season of For Love or Money with the woman everyone's heard about, bad girl Rachel.
Good God, I love money.
This time she gets to pick. Will she choose love or money?
I can be a very rich woman if I play my cards right.
Then, summer's most romantic show, Who Wants to Marry My Dad? It's down to the final 2 women.
I couldn't believe it. My girls are going against me.
Who Wants to Marry My Dad after For Love or Money, NBC next Monday.
Every day, 10 children are killed by gunfire.
Where have all the children gone? Long time passing. Where have all the children gone? Long time ago. Where have all the children gone? Gone to graveyards one by one. Oh, when will we ever learn? Oh, when will we ever learn?
The killing won't stop unless you help stop it. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT to find out what you can do. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
Oh, when will we ever learn?
A public service message from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
What's your frequency count at the shopping train?
Hi, this is Mike Mills and Peter Buck of REM. For RAD, Rockers Against Drunk Driving. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party. Just let someone else do the driving. Please don't drink and drive, and don't drive with someone else who's been drinking. Thank you.
What's the frequency count at the shopping train?
Hey, what are you doing after the game?
Well, there's a big party at Jason's. His parents are out of town and there's gonna be plenty to drink.
I think I'll pass.
You're gonna pass up a party?
Well, it sounds more like trouble than a party.
Make the right choice. Underage drinking always means trouble. It's dumb, dangerous, and illegal.
You're gonna miss all the fun.
I'm gonna stay out of trouble.
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
If you're between the ages of 12 and 18, you're invited to play our Name That Theme Song Challenge. Just listen to the following songs and try to identify the popular TV shows they come from. Number 1. Number 2.
Come and knock on our door. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you.
3.
Days gone by. It's the bigger love.
4.
Give it up. Give it up! You got to give it up for the brother!
And 5.
Sweet Valley, Sweet Valley.
Now, if you can name 2, you know your TV. If you can name 3, you're a certified TV master. If you can name 4 or more, you probably need to get off the couch and get outside.
Run, walk, jump, pedal, paddle, blade, board, kick, dribble, spike. Get up, get out.
A public service message brought to you by the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports and the Ad Council.
everybody. LoveLine. Man, Carolla's going back to 7 there. Dr. Drew in the hizzy. I got to tell you what over here right now. That's what I'm going to say. All right, everybody. 7 o'clock. Checking in. Drew, want to do traffic and weather coming up at 7
That was it.
Yeah, but all right, let me just get a little weather. Let me just check in. Pomona checking in at 64. Irvine coming in at 64. Fountain Valley 64. Salt Lake 64. Chatsworth 64. Ukiah 64 degrees. Redlands checking in at big 64. Rancho Santa Margarita 64 degrees. Banning Carson area 64 degrees. Newhall 64. Corona 64. Yorba Linda 64. Redondo Beach and Lakeview Terrace coming in 64 degrees. We'll be checking in with weather traffic at the top of the hour again. It's coming up 7:55.
Ace, that Lakeview Terrace. That must be a beautiful city.
Lakeview Terrace.
I can just imagine what Lakeview Terrace looks like.
Yeah, it's nice as Hawaiian Gardens. Dump. How many times do I have to say this? We need to start assigning cities numbers instead of names, because you're living in Michigan and you're moving out to Los Angeles area, and you think, where should I live? Sherman Oaks or Hawaiian Gardens?
Or Lakeview Terrace.
Or
Sunland.
Or Panorama City.
Ooh, that must be beautiful.
Must be some experimental, futuristic city. Perhaps Walt Disney built it. No, it's a bunch of guys cooking meth. Sofas out on the lawn and El Caminos up on blocks. Now, obviously, if I'm living in like Beaver Falls, Pittsburgh. If I'm in Beaver Falls, PA, and I'm moving out to L.A., and I find out that the rent in Hawaiian Gardens is twice as cheap as the rent in Toluca Lake, I'm moving to Hawaiian Gardens.
Of course.
Send me to Hawaiian Gardens. No. Here's what Hawaiian Gardens needs to be replaced with 1157. That's its number. Now I find out that the Sherman Oaks Sherman Oaks, number 6.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's so we can start telling, because otherwise, when you're moving here, like I said, actually, here's how you know: the better the sound, the worse. It's sort of like strippers. When they say Velvet Chastain is coming to the stage, it's always some scary broad. You show me a chick just named Cheryl, I'll show you a chick with a nice ass coming to the stage. Yeah, don't need to compensate. Yeah, you get the Hawaiian Gardens and like I said, the Sunlands. Oh, what a dump Sunland is. And it's just a bunch of white trash bikers out there. And then Panorama City, just a bunch of gangbangers, just a dump, just a pure dump. But again, also, by the way, when you're Hawaiian Gardens, why change? You're Hawaiian Gardens. Where's your incentive? Yeah. You got idiots coming from around the country just to visit you, thinking they're going to, I'll pick up a ukulele. I'll see the waterfalls. I'll go to the magic ponds. It'll be huge. No, it's a dump. You get carjacked. But when you're 1157, now you got some motivation. And here's my other thing too. Your city got to have the number, its ranking posted on the sign that you enter. And when you're in the phone book or anything that has to do with your city, your number is right under it. That's it. That's incentive. I mean, look, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Drew, you live in Pasadena. That's a nice city. You'd probably be somewhere in the top 10, maybe top 20, no problem. I don't know, Malibu, maybe the Colonies would be number 1, maybe Beverly Hills, maybe number 2, number 3. But the point is incentive. And if you're the mayor of number 927, you're like, hey, people,
break it down.
Let's go now. Let's get a hand in. Hey, pick up that cigarette butt. Don't be dumping that motor oil out in the street. Let's go. Let's go to the recycling center. Let's go. Let's get this graffiti cleaned up here. Yeah.
Those statements just remind me of Tahunga. It's another city we've.
Tahunga. Dump. Yeah, I'm just saying. I talk to people who do nothing. Everybody in this industry just relocates out here, and they have no idea where they're moving to. And like I said, Hawaiian Gardens sounds a hell of a lot nicer than Sherman Oaks does. And they are Encino, and they are Studio City. They just moved there. All right. But you put the number in there, and now you got accountability. And by the way, everything should have that. Airlines, everything. Everything. Politicians, everything just have a number.
Get a ranking.
Everything just gets a ranking, gets a number, and that's it. We'd be in trouble. William?
Hey, Adam. Number one, I just wanted to say that you're my god, and Drew, you're a very passionate man.
That's right, number one. You see, you call me number one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I have a comment and a question. My comment is, Drew, I love your book, and I got finished with it in about 3 days. It was just great. I recommend it to all LoveLine listeners.
Thank you, William.
And my
Cracked.
question is...
it's called Cracked. It's called Cracked, everybody.
It's coming out in paperback in the fall, matter of fact.
Yeah.
And my
I
question
thought it was
is...
coming out in pulp.
Pulp, yeah. Well, papyrus, we decided. But I have another book coming out called When Painkillers Become Dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay,
It's
my
real,
question
thought
is-
you didn't sell any copies of Crack. What do you...
This one really lights up when you read it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. People. This one's meant for people that have a problem or family member or something.
All right, go ahead.
My question is, can I go out on a date with phone screener Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go out on a date with phone
Yes,
screener Brian?
yes, I said yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, great.
It's going to cost you, though. It's not a cheap date.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He insists on bottom, too.
How much?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a top. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right.
Yeah. Are you gay, William?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Because here's the whole thing about phone screener Brian. First off, he's an intellectual giant, and he's really working in a kids
Okay.
pool intellectually. You know what I mean? He's an
Great, yeah.
Olympic-sized swimming pool of
Yeah.
talent in a kiddie pool of retards. And there's going to be stimulating conversation. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, okay.
He's a lonely man, as far as I know.
At least he doesn't live alone with his mother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was
touche,
wondering
William.
when that was going to happen.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
William's, by the way, from Paramount.
Yeah.
This kid plays his cards
Yeah.
right. He can get some action tonight.
Yeah, and let me tell you this, by the way. You make fun of engineer Chris just because he lives at home and he's 27, but
there
I
you go.
kind of ran out of steam. Yeah, maybe you should. Yeah. All right. Thanks for the proposition. Phone. My only complaint about phone screener Brian is I don't get to see him enough. Love that kid. Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great guy. Great guy. All right, Drew, stop writing. What are you writing?
I'm giving you lots of city names here.
Oh, okay. All right. You ready to talk
awesome.
to someone else? Stephanie? Let's talk to Stephanie, 14. Stephanie,
Yeah.
what's up?
Okay. Okay, I'm 14 and I'm bisexual. Okay, I like this girl and I've known her for about a year. And I've liked her since I've known her. And okay, I've asked her out a couple times and she said no all of them.
All the times. All right.
What?
Yeah. What happened? Anything happened to you? Molested? Physically abused? Abandoned?
No, not that I know of.
Where's your daddy?
He's at work.
He's at work?
Yeah, he works third shift.
Third shift.
Yeah.
Because you're calling from Maryland.
Yeah.
What's he do?
It's got to be like 5 in the morning in Maryland.
It's
What is he?
1:40.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He works at a printing company.
Oh, that is
Yeesh.
just bad times.
Yeah.
That third shift. Yeah. And people are like, hey, these guys are salt of the earth, but it's no, these guys are losers. People that start the job at 8 o'clock make fun of you. People, think about
Yeah,
that.
well, he gets paid more.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Combat pay.
Well, we start our job at 10. Didn't think about that. I got to think before I start mouthing off.
Good point.
All right. So anyway, Stephanie, your dad's a good guy. No one molested you. You're
No.
never physically or sexually abused.
No.
And you're just
Ooh.
You
Is
sound
that a definite no?
Definite no.
You don't know, or you weren't. You
I
never
wasn't.
were. You weren't. Okay. You sound depressed. Would you
Why?
say you're depressed? I don't know why you sound
Or how?
depressed. Well, you don't sound happy, I guess is what I'm saying.
No, I'm just tired.
Okay.
I'm not clear on what the question was.
Well, like, okay, what should I do? Should I, like, just forget about her? Or
Yes,
should I
she's
just, like,
yes, just like
try to like impress her.
Do you know that she's a lesbian?
Well, she's bi.
No, she has said no. Don't beat yourself up. Go on to somebody who actually does want to be with you. This is the advice we would give to any male or female asking any respective male or female, whatever the combo is.
Yeah.
Don't listen. People tell you no, you become a stalker after the fourth time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if they're not interested, they're not interested.
Right.
And the more you ask, the less interested they get.
They get weirded out at that point.
This is another one of those things that TV and movies have sort of perpetuated, which is every love story starts off with the guy hating the girl or the girl hating the guy.
Or somebody
and,
wins them over
and they're
somehow.
always won over at some point. That rarely happens. And I'll go as far as to say it never happens.
Yeah.
The only time it ever here's when it happens. It happens.
Stockholm syndrome.
But here's what happens. Eventually, here's a few scenarios in which it happens. Chick craps out a few kids, has a couple divorces, gets a few stretch marks and a couple of tats, puts on a couple of pounds.
Needs a lifesaver.
And down the road,
Yeah.
Mr. Nerd Guy, who wasn't looking so good when she was 19 and in her prime, now that she's 33 and her boobs got a little angle to the dangle and a couple of stretch marks around the ass, and this guy's got a steady gig, now it's not looking so bad. Basically, what happened with that, now that's what happened is I'm a new sports car. You can't afford me. Now that I've been passed around a couple owners, got a few miles and a rebuilt transmission on me, and I've been hitting the rear end a few times, now I think you can afford to drive me. But be prepared.
Okay.
I will burn some oil and break down.
So that's one scenario.
That's number one, where it just goes down.
All right, what's the other one?
The other scenario is exactly the same. It's rarely are there two scenarios. There's two scenarios, but they're both the same. Actually, there's three, but all three of them,
same. Exactly
all three are the same. No, the other one is somehow the chick finds out something about you that you didn't know, such as you own a sports franchise or something. Once in a while, this happens where it's like you ask the chick out, and it's like, hey, you come over.
And
to
here's
the table.
how that happens. Here's how that happens.
Her friends clue her in and say, "Are you kidding me?"
She hears her friends talking about the guy.
Yeah, that guy owns the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
You understand? Or that guy's a brain surgeon. Or
Like,
that guy's
I don't care. And then they hear 8 girls talking about him.
Yeah,
that's for me.
Because it's one of the most successful produced. That guy produced, Armageddon and Seinfeld and third every action movie and every sitcom that's ever been. Once in a while they get clued into your resume. Yeah. And then
But the resume it has to be with other girls into it.
Yeah, the other girls have to clue you into it. Yeah, they find out.
But just if they read the resume in the newspaper, being, oh well. As compared to hearing 10 other girls, cackling about it.
Now, if a guy turns the chick down, that's it.
It's over. Yeah.
It's over. It doesn't matter if he finds out who they are, what they've done.
Now, Adam, what about now? I'm going to get very cynical here.
She's just close to curing cancer, and she has 6 hymens,
okay,
all unbroken. I don't care.
How about there's two different scenarios? What about in the day of makeovers now? Different person walks in.
You mean like had nose job and a tummy tuck, and a boob job and that kind of thing? From like high school, just had a serious. Like high school reunion kind of thing. It can help, but you know what? I think guys, when they see it how it was, I think it gets burned into their psyche a little bit.
Okay. And then how about guys that sort of come to their senses as the testosterone falls, and they're more interested in people doing interesting things and stuff?
Yeah, that's usually they've lost a little hair, put on a few pounds, and
so their number goes down.
Things have shifted.
The guy's number has to drop, though.
Testosterone,
We can't just be the falling testosterone. His number actually has to drop, too.
A little bit, yeah. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. We'll be right back after this.
Dude, you got issues.
Call LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
10 kids die by gunfire every day. Help stop the violence. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT. Not one more lost life. Not one more.
Was blind, but but now I see.
A public service message from this station, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Mommy!
It's all right. Daddy's here.
Where's Mommy?
Mommy doesn't feel well.
How come Mommy's sick so much, Daddy?
I don't know, honey.
Alcoholism affects your family, your friends, your job, all the things that are important to you.
I want Mommy to be the way she used to be.
Me too.
Alcoholism is a treatable disease. Get help before you lose the really important things in life. A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Yo, I'm Alfonso Ribeiro for RAD. Hey, partying's a good time, have fun, but you don't have to get in the car and do it. Get a taxi, get a limo, get whatever you want, get a friend, get home safely. Don't drink and drive.
Hey, Larry, you think we'll ever have a baby?
Vince, we're crash dummies.
Yeah, but your head's about the size of a baby. Here, give it to me, will you?
What are you doing?
I'm taking it off! Oh, I'm using your head in the rear-facing infant seat. Up in front, kids won't know what hit them when the airbag blows.
Where are we going, Vince?
You know that brick wall with a big bullseye?
Sure, like the back of my...
Holy cow, Larry, you're embedded in the seat. I can't understand you. I'll go get a tire iron.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
What's up? This is Warren G, you know what I'm saying? I'm here giving it up for RAD because they do a lot of good things for people. And I just want to say, before you drink, make sure that you got somebody that can drive your butt home so you won't crash or get pulled over and get a DUI. So go ahead and follow the rules.
Just trying to make you see. Nobody does it better.
Yo, this is Lamont Bentley with a message from Rant. Now listen up. I know that you're young, and I know that you love to party. But when you party, don't be selfish. Don't drink and drive.
Living in a world like this one, it's hard to feel. You can't change it, but we must try.
Hi, I'm Malik Yoba, and I play a cop on TV. I wrote this song because I need to see things change. Too many kids are dying in our streets from violence. I know because I was shot when I was 15. I survived, but each day there are 10 kids that don't, and we can do something if we just try. Be brave enough to walk away from violence and those that push it. Make a pledge to yourself to turn away from guns as a solution to solve your conflict. You can find smart, peaceful ways to settle arguments. I survived getting shot, but not everyone does. Don't let it happen to you.
All you have to do is try.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Oh, yeah, it's LoveLine. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I'm Ace. That's my good partner over there, Dr. Drew. Hey, Dr. Drew, you know what I'm this close to doing?
No.
Dropping
no.
trout.
Oh, my God. No, don't do it. Chris, he will do it. I swear to God, Chris, you've seen him do it. He will do it. I swear he will.
All right, we got to check him with some weather there. Blah, 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 blah. Weather here, Doctor. We got to check with it. Pomona checking in 64. La Habra coming in 64. Linwood 64. Fountain Valley 64. Irvine 64. Solvac 64. Chatsworth 64. Ukaiba checking in 64 degrees. Redland 64. Rancho Santa Margarita checking in 64 degrees. Banning 64. Carson 64. Newhall 64. Corona checking in 64. Yorba Linda 64 degrees. Redondo Beach 64 degrees. Lakeview Terrace 64 degrees. Monterey Park. Drew, you want to guess?
64 degrees.
64 degrees. Buena Vista 64 degrees. Downey 64 degrees. Pico Rivera, checking in 64 degrees. Baldwin Park, 64 degrees. Valencia, 64 degrees. Fontana, checking in 64 degrees. Tahunga, 64. Santa Ana, 64. Covina, 64. Susan, 64. Irwindale, 64 degrees. Corona, cool, 64. Eagle Rock, checking in 64. Glendora, 64. Rosemead, 64. St. Gabriel, 64. Temple City, all 64 degrees. 7:55, 55, and 7:05. Checking in weather, traffic. More weather at the top of the hour. Because you're checking in.
I can't wait.
There's just no way you would know what the temperature would be if you just went outside. There's no way. There's no way. Drew, do you ever know?
Never.
Do you ever know?
Not without the reports.
Like when you're in your car and you're driving.
And I see it's raining.
Would you know what was going on
whether
outside?
It's raining or sunny?
Well, would you know the current temperature?
I mean, only if you listen to the radio.
You got to. I mean, you do have that thing in your car that digitally tells you what the
oh
temperature
yeah, you mean
is
that thing that's in every effing car on the road?
Yeah, that thing. That might tell you. That might tell you. But you may be in, let's say, Irvine, and you wouldn't know what it was in Rancho Santa Margarita,
never.
or Newhall, or Carson.
Tornadoes.
Yeah, there could be you could be in Linwood, and in La Habra there could be a twister touching down.
You know, it's only what is about weather that makes people sort of retarded. The only thing that bothers me more about than the weather being announced every 10 minutes on the radio is the wind directions when I'm listening to my pilot talk to the passengers on an airplane.
Seven and a half knots northwest.
Yeah,
currently
at the LAX, the weather is 60 degrees wind south by southwest. 22 knots coming out of the south. They expect the wind change.
By the way, what's with the currently too? It's like what do we expect? This time yesterday it was currently. Yeah, I know.
I know. We're not currently there's a breeze.
Currently there's a breeze. Look, here's the thing. Pilots. I don't want to know about anything that's not. If there's hail hitting the plane, go ahead and get on the blower.
The wind must be very important to them. Must be.
Obviously, it's a factor to you. The 4 knots coming out of the southwest,
and the offshore breeze you're expecting by the time we're landing.
Yeah. By the way, I fully expect to get off the airplane and feel some air. I don't just feel like I entered a biodome or something. Yeah, so if I feel, I'm not going to feel. And by the way, it's like I'm not going to see somebody's hair move and go, wait a minute, there's a 3-knot wind. And
why
just
didn't
go
you tell me this?
Go and sock the pilot. Yeah, I for sure put like a shawl and a scarf on had I known. And do you actually ever get outside? You just walk through the tunnel, and then next thing you know, you're at the baggage carousel.
And then you're in a car.
All right. Yeah, that's 64 degrees. So check it in. Cara?
Hello?
You're
15.
15.
Yeah. I've been with this guy for a while now, and things have been getting pretty serious. But the problem is I may have an STD from this other guy who attacked me a while ago.
Do you say attacked you?
Yeah.
What happened?
He caught me in the basement by myself.
How old a guy was this? How old a guy was this?
He's probably, I don't really know him exactly, so, but he's probably.
Well, whose basement?
It was at this activity at a rec center.
Like, was it another kid or was it an adult?
It was another one of the kids.
How long ago did this happen?
Initially 2 years ago.
Initially? So it's kept happening?
I didn't see him for 1 year, but since then I've been seeing him.
The guy that raped you?
Technically, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not quite sure what would count as that. I mean, as far as intercourse, it didn't quite really happen. Like, he stuck it in real quick, but then...
Cara, do you understand our confusion?
Well,
you're talking about a guy that attacks you, and then you said, oh, yeah, well, I kept having sex with him.
Well, I guess, did you keep having encounters? And by the way, the Newhall, Corona, and Yorba Linda,
64.
They checked in. Yeah, 64.
Let's take a break. Cara needs a reload and a long scrutiny here.
Okay, we do got to get to traffic because...
that's what I figured, so I thought you might want to just...
It is slow and going, the 405, and you got to look out for brake lights on the
so
110.
In the fourth.
Yeah, there's a mattress in lanes. Okay. All right, we'll figure out what's going on with Cara. Nothing good, but we'll hopefully fix it. And again, there's going to be more weather. You're gonna need that weather. We'll get to that after this.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today.
Tons of lame people and no decent prospects.
Call the Dateline.
Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Placement agency, can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for a job.
What field, sir? Secretarial, clerical, data processing?
Yeah, something in the space travel industry.
Space travel?
You know, maybe a crew job on a starship. I'm pretty familiar with warp drive systems and the teleportation room.
I'm not sure we have anything in that area, sir.
Come on, it's not like I'm asking for a captain.
Okay, let's take a step back. Did you finish high school?
Yeah, my federation doesn't recognize your educational system.
Maybe we could find you something else. Are you by any chance bilingual?
Fluent Martian and a little bit of Venusian.
Okay, could you hold on? I'm going to connect you to someone who speaks that.
Sure.
High school dropouts earn an average of 42% less than graduates.
Hello? Hello?
Some earn even less. Stay in school. Give yourself a chance. For more info, go to operationgraduation.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and Ad Council.
Hey, so you think you can drive properly after you've had a few drinks, huh? I don't think so. This is John LaRoquette for RAD saying, come on, plan ahead. Pick the safe alternative. Give up the keys and choose a designated driver. The life you save may be mine. Happy holidays.
Beep, 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 yeah. Drive me home, baby. Beep, 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 yeah.
Did you hear what Smokey said? Did you hear what Smokey said?
I want to know if you heard what Smokey said. Smokey said only you. This is Marty Stewart from my pal Smokey Bear, reminding you if you must burn debris or trash, do it safely. Check local laws on burning and never burn on dry when you daze. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Smokey didn't mention nobody else. Smokey said only you.
This message from the USDA Forest Service and your state forester and advertising council.
Hi, I'm Malik Yoba, and I play a cop on TV. When I was in high school, I got shot at point-blank range by another kid. My life almost ended.
Each day, 10 kids are shot dead. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT for information on what you can do to help. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
Getting shot changed my life. Don't wait for something to happen to you to take action. Get involved now. Not everyone gets a second chance.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up? This is Darius from Hootie and the Blowfish for RAD, recording artists against drunk driving. When you go out and party and you get drunk, then drive, you're not only loaded, you're a loaded weapon. When you celebrate, designate. Choose a designated driver every night. Remember, music lives, and so should you.
Hey, what's up? This is Gwen from No Doubt.
For recording artists against drunk driving. You know, we all live in Southern California and we all drive these freeways.
Give up the keys, choose a designated driver. Music lives, so should you.
Happy holidays.
Jason died in a car accident on April 3rd, 95. I thought right away about donating his organs. He said to me, "Mom, if anything ever happened to me, you should donate all my organs."
Share your decision to become an organ and tissue donor with your family today.
I feel very happy that he decided this.
Organ and tissue donation. Share your life. Share your decision. Call 1-800-355-SHARE for a free brochure. A message from the Advertising Council and the Coalition on Donation.
Did you know a healthy unborn fetus can actually hear things going on around him? Mostly they hear a pleasant sound that closely resembles the ocean. Unfortunately, some yet-to-be-born babies will also hear these sounds. These babies have a much greater risk of being born with serious birth defects. Stop drinking while you're pregnant. It's the best choice for you and your baby. A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, this is Dan from Tonic for RAD, Recording Artists Against Drunk Driving, reminding you that drunk drivers are still the #1 killer of young adults in this country. Please use your head and save your life and those on the road. Always choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives. You should too.
Hey, everybody, listen to LoveLine, fast growing radio, outlaw radio, North America today right now. 7:55 Pacific clock, 5 away from the top of the hour. I'm checking in with traffic. We got news, we got weather, we got traffic, we got news, we got weather, we got traffic, weather, news, traffic, weather, all coming up. First, we got to get to the weather, Drew.
Hallelujah.
Drew, we got to get to the weather, so just settle in. San Dimas checking in at 65 degrees. 65 over in Lawndale. Laverne checking in at 65. Hacienda Heights, 65 degrees. Linwood, 65. La Habra, 65. Pomona, 65. Irvine, 65. Fountain Valley, 65. Salvang, 65. Chatsworth, 65. Ucayali, 65 degrees. Redland, 65 degrees. Rancho, Santa Margarita checking in. 65 degrees. Banning, Carson area, checking in a combined 130 degrees. But if you break them apart, 65 degrees apiece. Newhall, checking in 65. Corona, 65. Chile, 65. in Yorba Linda. Redondo Beach, 65. Lakeview Terrace, 65. Corona, 65. Eagle Rock, 65. Glendale, 65. Rose Beach, 65 degrees. San Gabriel, 65. Temple City, checking in 65 degrees. Azusa, 65 degrees. Irwindale, 65. Covina, 65. Santa Ana, 65. Tonga, 65. Fontana, 65. Baldwin Park, 65. Veronica, 65. Valencia, 65. Monterey Park, 65. Buena Vista, 65. Downey and Pico Rivera. Oh, and San Fernando, checking in. Oh, and just now, Yorba Linda checking in at 65. Just got this late update. There, no, North Hollywood, my hometown, just calling in. They're checking in. They're coming in at 65 degrees, too, Drew. All right, so straight 65 across the board there. All of North America, 65 degrees. All right, we're going to be checking in more weather, more traffic coming up, top of the hour. What do you say, Drew?
Let's go.
All right, you guys leave the house now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I need to know the direction of the wind, though, before
it's 3 knots coming out of southwest.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. Slow going lanes of traffic. Oh, I got a weather report here, Drew. 1 year ago today.
Oh.
1 year ago today, Drew.
Yeah.
What do you think it was in San Dimas?
65 degrees.
65 degrees. Laverne, 60 degrees. 1 year ago today. Laverne, this is 203. 2003, same date, 2003.
Oh, it says here the record set in 1888.
Hacienda Heights,
68 degrees.
65 degrees. Linwood, 65. 1 year ago. La Habra, 65. Pomona, 1 year ago. 65 degrees. 1 year ago. Irvine, 65 degrees. Fountain Valley, 1 year ago. 65 degrees. You know, hey, buddy, I got a crystal ball. You know what's going to be in 2005, 1 year from now?
No.
La Habra, checking in, 65 degrees.
Oh,
Chatsworth,
God, you
65.
are clairvoyant.
65.
Here
We're
we
going to
go.
be more weather. Top of the hour. 5 minutes away from the top of the hour. Right at the top of the hour. Weather and traffic. Traffic and weather. Weather and traffic. Top of the hour.
Cara.
Top of the hour, Cara. Top of the hour.
Cara.
Yeah.
We're going to be checking in.
Okay.
Hey, here's the thing. There's some a-hole that you don't want to hear from. We're going to be checking in with him at the top of the hour. You know the a-hole that we checked in with 6 minutes ago? Checking in with the same asshole. Top of the hour. Top of the hour. We're checking in with him. He'll be checking in. He'll be telling us about weather and stuff. You know, the guy with no personality? Yeah, we'll be checking in with him.
Excellent.
Yeah, the guy you guys don't like? We're checking in with him.
Beautiful.
We'll be checking in. A lot of checking in. Checking in. Irvine checking in.
Cara.
Everyone's checking in. We'll be checking in top of the hour. Everyone's checking in.
All right, Cara, you were attacked by some guy 2 years ago?
Yes.
Right?
And when I said seeing him, I didn't mean as in dating. I meant I would run into him sometimes, and he would continue to harass and threaten me.
Mm-hmm. And why didn't you tell somebody?
I told one of my friends.
No. Why didn't you tell an adult?
Well, actually, I didn't really tell an adult. I told one of my friends who went to my parents. They didn't tell them everything, but they know.
Why didn't you tell an adult?
I don't know. I didn't.
So
Okay.
that to me suggests that you've been a victim before this. So what, were you physically abused or something growing up?
No.
What?
No.
Well, how did you?
All right. Okay. Let's reset here. And again, we got to get to it because at the top of the hour we're going to be checking in with a guy we don't want to talk to.
Good.
But you were physically or sexually assaulted at a rec center
at the age of 13,
which I know is short for recreation, but rec center doesn't sound like a great place.
No.
You were in the basement of this rec center, some community center. There was nobody around. There was no supervision. This guy who was about your age, who frequented the rec center, essentially raped you in the basement of this establishment.
And has harassed you since, and you didn't tell anybody except a friend who eventually told your parents. That about summarize it?
Yeah, except he's actually not my age. He was one of the older kids there, and by now was probably about 18 or 20.
All right, so he was 15, you were 13 or 16 or something. But the point is, you were raped, you didn't tell anybody, and that suggests, I mean, you didn't fight it off, you didn't
Well, I fought him off. I tried, but it didn't
You
work.
didn't call the police, and so usually that means that you sort of think of yourself as a victim.
Well, I don't understand the part where you're in a public place and if you scream for help, isn't there going to be supervisors? Aren't there tons of people playing Carroms? Isn't it nonstop Carrom playing at those? That's all they do is play Carroms there, Drew. Is there a Carrom tournament nearby where someone could hear you screaming?
And Carrom.
No, it was pretty far in the basement by that time. Everyone was in the higher levels, but I came back down because I left my bag.
Okay. Well, I think you definitely got to get some counseling for this. And there's something that makes us nervous, and I'm putting her on hold because the goddamn phones just keep cutting in and out. And I know you people at home can't hear this, but we can't hear the caller.
But I got to find out from her what STD could she be harboring for 2 years?
Well, then you got to fly to Ohio, Drew,
Talk to her
because
face-to-face.
it's not going to be possible to do over the phone. And plus,
You have
I
weather.
got some more cities
Yeah.
checking in.
Cara?
Yeah?
What sexually transmitted disease are you concerned you've been harboring for a couple of years that has not been identified?
Chlamydia or...
You've never been, if you had a pelvic exam?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the results.
And you just recently had your first pelvic exam.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
The doctors say you look like you had an infection?
They said that I could possibly have that.
Yes, of course you can possibly. Yes, of course you could. You told them what happened, of course?
Yes.
All right. Yes, of course you can harbor chlamydia for a long time. But they might see evidence of it. Did they suggest there was anything going on?
Not that they said anything.
Okay. So are you planning to have sex immediately with your boyfriend? Like before it takes 2 days to get it, back. Some of it's even faster than that. The chlamydia results will be back tomorrow, right?
I guess.
All right. Listen, everyone go to counseling. The phone, I know you guys can't hear it at home. I know it sounds ridiculous that a national radio show would have a phone problem where only the host couldn't hear the answer of the guest or the people that were calling the show, but we're going on month number 14 of this. And evidently there's nothing we can do about it. On a happier note, I can tell you that San Dimas has checked in 65 degrees.
What? Not 64?
No, they've checked in at 65. Also, Lawndale and Laverne have checked in at 65.
Oh, the whole world has shifted on
Yeah,
temps.
so
It's all
we're going to
65.
keep everyone. And again, at the top of the hour, we got news, we got weather, we got traffic. There's going to be more of that. Okay. Should we speak to Rob?
Let's just wrap up, Cark. The deal is, yes, good thing you're taking care of your biological health. Yes, you need a pap smear. Yes, you need to be seen regularly if you're sexually active. You're 15. You're, I guess, preparing to have sex with your current boyfriend. I'm not sure that's a great idea, given you're just recovering from a rape and you had no treatment for that. That needs to be addressed. And then with your therapist, kind of think about when you want to begin getting sexually active, if at all, with your current boyfriend.
Do kids still play Carroms?
No.
They don't play Carroms anymore?
That thing with a little ball with a plastic rim around it. Was that
Carrom is basically pool for people that have no money, no space, and no self-esteem. It's the rec center game.
Yeah.
It's like a square piece of plywood the size of like a folding table, like a poker table.
Yeah, yeah.
It has pockets in
yeah.
like four corners.
Yeah, but isn't the carom a little?
A carom is a little wooden sort of checker almost. It's like a little
like
puck.
a ball in the middle.
No. There's a hole in the middle with a little hump that you have to.
Right.
Chris, carom? Have you ever?
Nope, can't say that.
Ever heard of it?
No.
Never heard of carom.
You ever heard of something caroming off of something? Something
No. See here. Okay. Shut your mic and hold your ears.
I guess you're careening off nowadays.
Shut your mic and hold your ears for a second. It's tough around here to try to get a gauge because we'll go like. You heard of the movie Papillon? You ever seen it? No. Have you heard the movie Carom? No. Have you ever heard of something called a wheel? No. How about President Reagan? Have you heard about Reagan?
Bright red.
No, can't say it. I have.
You need to witness this. Look.
There's something. Don't listen. I'm telling you. Cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Woo!
This is what I'm saying. This is what the problem with the radio is. Yeah. There's something called fire. Have you ever heard of it? No, I don't know. So then it's hard to tell whether the gauge.
Right.
At first you think, well, maybe only I've heard of Carroms,
right.
But then you realize quickly.
It's a global problem.
Yeah, when you realize, like have you ever experienced something called gravity? No, never. Haven't had. Gravity. Been on an airplane? What was that word?
What's the wind when you
land? That's what I'm saying. No, Chris, I don't mean to embarrass you, but you never. Here's the thing about Carroms. You have to have bad parents in order to know what Carroms are, because you have to spend time after school killing time.
Yeah.
Carroms are a game. Carom is what you do when you got an hour to kill, but you don't want to do anything that's too entertaining. Don't get the kids all beaked up playing something exciting. Just have them cool down, play some caroms. Folks will pick them up when they get off of work. Drew, you grew up. Did you have caroms when you were growing up?
I remember caroms, yeah.
Also, here's how you would set up a carom table. You would turn a trash can over and set it on top of the trash can. Yeah. All right. Now I'm obsessed. Does anyone under 25 know what caroms are?
Probably not.
No?
Why should they?
I don't know. I'm thinking about suing the people that forced me to play that horrible game.
It could be a significant source of trauma in my life.
All right, never did. Well, so Chris, your parents love you. You had places to go.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like home.
Okay. Now Now Tony's a female. She's not going to hear caroms.
Oh.
Should we ask now? Rob.
Sure.
Rob is 17. You think Rob knows caroms are?
Yeah. Ask.
Kyle.
No. Rob's better.
Kylie. Okay. Should we ask Rob? Okay. Plus, Rob's been on hold for like 3 days.
All right.
Rob.
Hi.
Have you heard of the game Carroms?
I have never heard of that game.
You never played that game?
Nope.
You got a quick question? We'll help him.
That's a good thing. It means, it means you had something to do after school.
What's your question?
I have man boobs, and I was wondering what, if anything, I could do about it.
Are you overweight?
No.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 155.
And you don't smoke pot?
No.
And no medication?
Nope.
Well, the plastic surgery procedures.
Pot's not going to do it anyway.
Yeah, relax. Their plastic surgery procedures can remove these. You're 17. They should be going away by now.
That's and it's kind of a genetic thing. My father had it, my brother had it, but they went away by the time they probably went to high school.
And you kept them. Yeah, you might want to see a plastic surgeon. There are surgeons that will do the procedure, remove the breast tissue from behind the man boob, as it were.
Yeah.
Would that be expensive?
That's I don't know, but that's really the only thing I know of that can correct this.
I can't put a number to it, but we've had plastic surgeons in here, and it's one of your cheaper procedures when it.
Sometimes they do just liposuction. Sometimes they take the tissue out, or sometimes both.
Yeah, and here's the thing, folks. Diets, enemas, exercises, nothing. If you got man boobs, you got man boobs, and it's going to take a surgeon to make that right, especially if you don't have any extra weight on you.
155.
That's just tough genetic hand, and if you have it, don't live with it. Go consult.
Right, so simple.
Yeah, and I don't know if HMOs or anything would cover something like that. You really, and I know they don't cover cosmetic surgery, But man, one could argue that there could be some pretty deep Am I boring you, Drew?
Yes.
You're
well,
yawning.
Just your voice.
There could be some pretty deep psychological wounds.
Yes.
From a guy in high school who basically needed a training bra.
Yeah.
All right.
Good times.
Now I'm become obsessed with Carroms.
Okay. Yeah, want to take it through all the calls and see if anyone's heard of Cara?
Yeah, but now we have chicks, and chicks are famous for never hearing of anything. How does that work, by the way, where women just never hear of anything?
Let's ask if they know what their dad did.
I dated a chick once during the height of, remember Zima?
Yeah.
And
Zima the beer?
Zima the malt, it's called like a malt beverage or something. And this is when they had the Zima guy who I once did stand up with. He wore like a curly-haired little guy, wore like a little cap. And when Zima came out about 12, 13 years ago, it came out like on all cylinders. Like it was a Zima tidal wave. We must have been a year into that, 2 years into that. I brought up Zima. She said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I said, listen, we will drive down the street. We'll pass 10 Zima billboards.
Trucks.
Every magazine, every commercial, Zima this and Zima. No idea what I meant. And it's at that, she was a hot-looking chick, so I put up with it. But it's at that point I realized that women never heard of anything. This is why they never know what you're talking about. They only know what their friends have done. That's what they know. They know what you don't care about. They know about how their friends have effed up, who they've slept with, how they've slipped up, what they did, how they got off their diet. They know all the dirt on their friends, but their brain is so filled with dirt on their friends that there's no room in it for anything else that's going on culturally. So they have this is why, but they have no idea who fought and when. World War II?
Remember the experts calling us?
They have no idea.
Who are the Axis powers? Well, how dare you? How dare you?
Listen.
Let's talk about the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah, right. All right, so now I'm going to talk to Tony, who's a female who might be Tani.
Tony?
No, it's Tony. Tony?
Hello?
Tony?
Hello?
You're 20?
Yes, I'm 20.
Have you ever heard of Carroms?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes, I used to play that in a recreation center in elementary school. Yes,
wow.
Finally someone under 25 knows what Carroms is.
I stand corrected.
Well, no, you
I said females don't know anything.
But you also said that you had to have had a crappy parent.
You had to have bad parents. Yeah, who left you, who basically, you're what we call latchkey kids.
Mm-hmm.
They had to just dump you. This is, they had to dump you somewhere after school. This is called warehousing. Just take kids and it's like, look, we don't want to educate them. We don't want to stimulate them. We need some mindless something that doesn't involve any money, that doesn't involve equipment, that keep kids busy for an hour and 45 minutes until the deadbeat dad gets off work at the brewery. That's what Carroms are.
Well, actually, the deadbeat dad left us when we were younger, so my mom had to work.
I see.
What's
well,
up?
there you go.
What's your
I
question?
guess that's how you become a
basically, we were
deadbeat dad.
latchkey kids.
It's deadbeat dad, so therefore this question must be about a deadbeat husband or a deadbeat boyfriend.
Well, yeah, it is about my boyfriend. I'm 20 and he's 34.
And he's got to be deadbeat, like he's older. Perfect. Got to be deadbeat like your dad.
He's actually in jail right now because of an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, it's her fault. Her fault. He's not deadbeat.
No, I'm not blaming it on her or anything because I really don't know if it's true, if these allegations are true.
Mm-hmm.
But he's being charged with burglary, burglarizing her car.
He just went back to get his baseball mitt.
Well, stalking her and making terrorist threats. And I was wondering, on a preliminary hearing, what is the statute of limitations? Is it like 10 days?
Yeah, it's 10 No, it's 9 days.
It's 9 days?
What the hell? First off, who am I, Judge Wapner?
I'm sorry.
Statute of limitations on breaking into a vehicle?
Okay, but we don't know if it's true. They're allegations. And
Tony, here's how I know it's true. You have a deadbeat dad. You have a deadbeat boyfriend.
You played Carroms. It's got to be true.
Carroms. Of course it's true. What's in it for her to accuse you of things?
What does she say he did? He broke into her car?
Broke into her car and took an address book. How stupid is that?
And these guys were having some sort of nasty breakup or something at the time?
Yeah, actually he found out that she was cheating on him and he broke up with her and now it came to this.
That he was stalking her.
Well,
I
he
don't-
did some. Yeah.
I don't think he was stalking her.
Well,
because-
okay. See, I always like the motivation.
Yeah.
He finds out that she's
cheating,
cheating,
yeah.
so he splits, and then
She drags him back.
accuses him of breaking into the car.
Right. Or he's angry and he's stalking and he's doing things that guys routinely do in these kinds of situations when they are a-holes.
Yeah, when somebody. Yeah. By the way, the person who gets caught cheating doesn't go vandalize the other person's car.
No,
You're the one who got busted.
She's alleging that the girl set up some sort of vandalism to entrap him.
Yeah, to pay him back for cheating on
to
him.
bring him back in because he split because she cheated.
boy.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Tony,
she
what
doesn't
planet
live
are
in
you
the
on?
greatest place.
Tony, what planet are you
And
living
by the way,
on?
here's the other one too. Here's the other one. God bless you, crazy broads too. It's a real white trash move. Real
Oh,
daytime
I'm not
TV
white. I'm
move.
sorry.
What are you?
I'm Hispanic.
Oh, ooh. Well, then this is average. This is status quo for that.
No, but she doesn't live in the greatest place. She lives in shittier.
Ooh. I think that was Whittier with a. It started with an SH. But all right, hold on a second. You can't cuss even if it's creative on the phone. Here's the thing. Okay. I don't know what, here's what I'm trying to say. You women who date these guys who dated psycho bitches, what do you think's up with the dude?
Yeah.
Here's how it goes all the time. It's like, his last girlfriend was abusive mother, was a pill popper, was a meth head, was a criminal, was a psychopath, was an alcoholic. Yeah, your guy had 2 kids with her and was
Lived
with
with
her
her
for 7 years.
Yeah.
What's that say about him, you idiot? Of course he's a jack-off. Why would he be with her? Of course he's a mess. He's probably worse than she is. I love the idea that we're just going to beat the crap out of her. Oh, yeah, he's Sir Walter Raleigh. Yeah, he's a genius. Oh, he's the world's greatest father. He's a great husband. He's a great father.
Did you see Henry
He's a great
Kissinger's
citizen.
first wife?
Oh,
my God.
Yeah. Who are you kidding? You got to be delusional. Believe me, all the horrible things you say about her, you're just saying about what an idiot he is for being with her. I love like you're rushing to his defense by saying what a horrible person his ex was. That just makes him an idiot, Tony.
Right.
You understand? All right. Now he's in jail. You're in the middle of trauma. Your dad was a deadbeat dad, forced you to play Carroms, which I'm now realizing causes brain damage. Yes, you can. I'm putting together a class action lawsuit against the company in Ohio that made the Carom boards. We're gonna clean
Milton
them
Bradley.
out. Yeah, Milton Bradley. All right, listen, Tony. Is the guy going to jail? Is he in jail? Is there?
Actually, he is in jail, and tomorrow he does have a court
And
date.
people are only put in jail for spurious accusations.
He's in jail because he used a coat hanger to break into her Chevette, or because he had a whole bunch of priors.
No, because you know what?
All right,
He had a court date on Friday.
All right, look,
Okay.
listen to me. Do you have any kids with this retard?
No.
Okay, listen.
He doesn't have any kids either.
Oh,
All right, he's gone
by
up
the
on a
way,
stand.
that means his sperm's bad.
Well,
there's
I don't
no
want to
way-
have kids anyways.
Okay,
Good,
look. He's in the joint. Leave him alone. You're 20 years old. Do you want to get messed up with
Guy's
this
34.
thing? Come on, baby doll. You deserve better than this. You're not stupid. I can hear it in your voice.
Hey, put her on hold. I'm upset about something myself now. You remember that ticket I got?
All right, hold on a second.
She's done. She's heard you.
All
You've
right,
used her now.
Tony. I'm a genius. This guy's an idiot. Listen to me. You deserve better. Thank you. All right,
So I did a declaration by mail.
Drew got a ticket. I know where Drew got his ticket. Drew got a chicken ass ticket in the city of Los Angeles. It was one of those no left turn between the time of. And by the way, let me ask you hypothetically, is there a city on this planet that has more declarations on signs? Like you can do this, but not during this hour, not during the summer solstice, not during a full moon.
Right.
You can no parking during. Now you can park if you have this pass, but not during these hours.
Right.
Or there's a street.
Yeah,
There's more.
You have to get out and stand and read the signs.
There
in order to drive your
are
vehicle.
places in this city, and if you're marginally retarded like I am, and you read at a 5th grade level, and that's not fair to 5th graders. You read at a 3rd grade level, you actually stand there with a long bridge of drool that going from my chin connecting to the curb, where I just stand there and read this proclamation that is 70 stories high, just on the side of the thing. Cars who violate access penal code 5.3, overnight parking, street cleaning on Tuesday. It's like you got to get a calendar and an abacus out to figure out what day you can turn and when you can park. I'm scared to stand here. Could I be getting a ticket now? Yes, LA's nothing but that.
So I got a ticket going 10 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour, it says on the ticket.
Yes.
As I began this turn thinking, is it 4? Is it not? I look up the street, cops standing there. I go, well, I can't stop this turn now. He's going to accuse me of resisting arrest. So I drive up there, and the guy's like, whatever, you got a ticket. That's it.
Right. You turn left between 4 and 6 in a street where you couldn't do it
and
in
the
that
guys,
2-hour
they're
window.
trapping you there. They're waiting for you, and you can't not turn with the cops like walking in the middle of the street. It's like you're just begging an officer.
Hollywood, yes.
Yeah. So I declared it on a written statement, and I went to check on the website. I figured this is cool. You know, you pay the ticket, of course. You pay the ticket. You pay before they even let you make your declaration.
If you want to fight the ticket, you must pay the ticket first.
Yeah. It's genius. Genius. But as I made my declaration stuff, I checked the website, see what the status is. It's here's your court date.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, you got to quit your job, Joe.
What?
You want to fight? You want to fight your tickets?
What?
You gotta
What's the
shut
court
down.
date for?
Sell the house. You quit your job.
I declared under oath.
Right. Oh, you got to show up. Now here's something. You got to give up your life. By the way. Okay. Oh look, we got to take a break, but. We got weather and traffic. We'll come back. I'll go insane, bro. You know I'll go nuts. All right, right after this.
Oh yeah! Everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
Men, have acts of depravity been forced upon you by female coworkers with superior titles and loose morals simply because you wore Axe deodorant body spray? At the law offices of Huckster & Huckster, we'll win you a big cash settlement.
My female boss turned me into her office pony. I was forced to whinny for her pleasure. But thanks to Huckster & Huckster, I'll never have to wear a saddle for money again.
So call Huckster & Huckster at 212-730-8336 today.
That's the Axe effect.
What a ride. Twists, turns.
Imagine a love life that exciting.
What?
Trojan Man.
Trojan Man!
Greetings, thrill seekers. Put on your seatbelts and say hello to the new Trojan Twisted Pleasure Condom.
That's exciting.
A uniquely twisted shape for mutually stimulating sensations. It's patented.
What do you think?
I won't have to twist my arm.
Thanks, Trojan Man.
New from America's most trusted condom, Trojan Twisted Pleasure. Pleasure you want, protection you trust. My job is done here.
Every day, 10 children are killed by gunfire.
Where have all the children gone? Long time passing.
Where have all the children gone? Long time ago.
Where have all the children gone? Gone to graveyards one by one.
Oh, when will we ever learn?
Oh, when will we ever learn?
The killing won't stop unless you help stop it. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT to find out what you can do. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
Oh, when will we ever learn?
A public service message from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
What's the frequency? Can at the show? Been so drained.
Hi,
this is Mike Mills and Peter Buck of REM. For RAD, Rockers Against Drunk Driving. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party. Just let someone else do the driving. Please don't drink and drive, and don't drive with someone else who's been drinking. Thank you.
What's a frequency can at this your Benz
Hey, what are you doing after the game? Well, there's a big party at Jason's. His parents are out of town and there's gonna be plenty to drink.
I think I'll pass.
You're gonna pass up a party?
Well, it sounds more like trouble than a party.
Make the right choice. Underage drinking always means trouble. It's dumb, dangerous, and illegal.
You're gonna miss all the fun.
I'm gonna stay out of trouble.
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
If you're between the ages of 12 and 18, you're invited to play our Name That Theme Song Challenge. Just listen to the following songs and try to identify the popular TV shows they come from. Number 1. Number 2.
Come and knock on our door. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you.
3.
Days go by. It's the bigger love.
4.
Give it up. Give it up! You got to give it up for the brother!
And 5.
Sweet Valley, Sweet Valley.
Now, if you can name 2, you know your TV. If you can name 3, you're a certified TV master. If you can name 4 or more, you probably need to get off the couch and get outside.
Run, walk, jump, pedal, paddle, blade, board, kick, dribble, spike. Get up, get out.
A public service message brought to you by the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports and the Ad Council.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Drew is beside himself. He was got a ticket. Then he was trying to fight the ticket. Tried to do it online. Now he's got himself a court date, and Drew's angry. He's fighting man, but he's going to fight this ticket.
Yeah.
And you're going to show up at court. When's your court date?
August 3rd.
August 3rd. And
continuation.
Show up, stand around. Oh, let me explain something about the court because I've been to the court system over there in lovely Van Nuys.
Oh no, this L.A. is downtown.
Oh, okay. By the way, Van Nuys checking in 65 degrees. L.A. checking in 65 degrees too. Everyone, you know how everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
No.
Everyone who walks in there is guilty until proven innocent, and is never really proven innocent. When you're in there, they're angry. They don't like the idea that you're there.
The court.
Yeah, the court. Yeah, I was yelled at many times when I was there.
For by the clerks
trying to get some information. Yeah, and it was because my car was totaled out by some drunk driver, and I was trying to get some money back. Remember that?
I remember that.
Those checks rolling in. Yeah, there's no way they can. I could get going on this kind of stuff, and I've gotten going on it in the past. And my head will explode.
Yeah.
All you need to know is that everybody in Los Angeles that has to do with automobiles, this is tow truck drivers, this is parking guys who deal with the parking lot guys, the cops, the meter maids, all of them colossal a-holes that just they're really out there to destroy your life, and their attitudes are worse than poor, I would say. And you guys want to know why everyone hates your guts? Because you're god-awful, wretched people who need to kill yourselves. Just please kill yourselves. If you're within the sound of my voice, you work at a gas station, you drive, you're involved with parking enforcement, you're one of those cops who sits there with the radar gun, any of those guys, any of those, the a-hole parking attendant guy, just kill yourself, please. Just listen. Here's what I would like here. This would be dignity. Like lemmings. Take all those right-hand drive Chevettes you pussies drive around and head for the sea. Drive for the ocean, like lemmings. Drive off, head for the Palisades, go right off the cliff, right in the Pacific Ocean. Wouldn't it be just a mass? And by the way, there are millions of them
like
in Los Angeles.
Buffalo.
Just herds, just by the millions of grotesquely overweight people with high school equivalent degrees, just right-hand Chevettes into the ocean. Wouldn't it be great? It would be utopia, wouldn't it? But please have some dignity and kill yourself by driving your Chevette into the ocean. That's all. That's all I ask for. And as far as my court situation, and the guy destroyed my car 10 years ago and owes me $5,000.
Still.
Well, we will never know.
Yeah.
There's no way they can. There's no way they can pay. There's no way. The court told me there's no way they can get the guy to pay, and there's no way they can send the money to me. I have to go find them.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just look, just rape. Would you please just rape? Please, just grab the citizens and just ring them until change comes out of their ass. It's a more dignified way to raise funds, or just start. I got a better idea. Instead of calling yourself law enforcement, let's just call it fundraisers. It's better. It's a better title. Rapist / fundraiser. There you go. So Drew can quit his job so he can fight his chicken-ass ticket. And that's August what? Because you got to keep us posted, Drew.
Oh, well, I may continue that. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'll be very satisfying, I can tell.
How about my lemmings into the sea idea with the parking enforcement thing? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great? And there are millions of them. There's more. I would like the breakdown, by the way. There's more of them than we have cops. And by the way, we could get crime under control, but we just can't afford to put the guys on the street. Just not enough men on the street. Just can't do it, Drew. Just can't afford it. Just can't afford to put the guys on the street. Just don't have enough manpower. Just don't have enough guys on the street. Can't do it. Don't have enough money. How much? By the way, what are the parking guys? Are they free? What? And I know, they're earners. You see, that's the whole thing. It's like well, we the guy, the morbidly obese guy, we pay him $37,000 a year, and he drives a $14,000 Chevette, but he collects millions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, how do we know? Plaque goes a big earner every year. A couple of tickets to Hawaii. All right.
There we go. Brooke.
Drew, I'd love to get to the.
Brooke is 19.
Okay.
Brooke?
Yes.
Hey,
what's happening?
Okay, my boyfriend is addicted to sex, and I absolutely hate sex.
Okay, what do you mean? Whoa. What do you mean by addicted?
He wants to have sex all the time. He's always horny.
How old is he?
He's 26.
That doesn't mean he's addicted. That just may mean he's 26.
I'm sorry?
Right? Brooke?
Hello?
It's almost impossible to talk to the caller.
But this is
tonight.
an important discussion, though.
Well, Drew, as a man of exquisite passion, especially at 26, your passion was like a flag in a 70-mile-an-hour wind, was it not? It was just you could hear it from a mile away, just flapping, afraid at the end, and just violent whipping. That thing where you actually heard. That's what your passion sounded like at 26, yes?
Yeah.
We actually hear the rope smacking against the metal pole. Ding, ding. Am I right?
Yeah. Let's
That's where your passion was.
Yeah. Brooke? What makes you say he's sexually addicted? There's nothing about what you're describing that suggests that. What's that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
What makes you say that he's... No, come on. What makes you say that he's sexually addicted? Why do you say that?
Oh, he admits that he is. He's like, I'm addicted to sex, yeah.
He may be. Sex addiction means he's having sex in situations that create profound consequences. Break up relationships, cost lots of money, create legal problems, health problems. That's addiction in the setting of somebody with a family history of addiction. This is just a guy that likes sex a lot, which is the average 26-year-old. You sound like somebody who's sort of not in the normal spectrum, though.
Yeah, I don't really like sex at all.
Right. The average 26-year-old male will be on his girlfriend every day.
How many times a week would he like sex?
Well, he wants to have sex like 6, 7, 8 times a day.
A day. Oh, so he actually would do that if you would let him, or he just sort of at you that way?
Well, I don't really like having sex at all. So like,
Brooke, answer my question. Is he just sort of?
Who knows? Who cares? Look, break up with him then.
I don't want to break up with him. I'm totally in love with him.
Well, look, here's the problem. If you're someone who does not like sex,
and
you're with somebody who would like to have sex 7 or 8 times a day, that is too big an obstacle to overcome.
Even if he wants to have it every day, it sounds like that's going to be too much for you.
Yes, and I'd love to find out whether you were abused or sexually or physically abused, or he suffered any trauma or anything, or he just have no libido?
When I was younger, I was physically, verbally, and sexually abused by my older sister.
All right. The older sister.
Sexually
Wow.
abused by the older sister.
That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For how long were you sexually abused by your older sister?
It started, I was probably about 5, and then, 12.
Carry the 3.
It happened, it kept happening until she was about 16. She's 7 years older than I am.
8 to 9.
Yeah, do we have to get on to her age? You started when you were 5 and stopped when you were how old?
9.
I was about 9, 10, 11 years old.
5 to 9. Okay.
Narrowed it down 100%.
9, 10, 11, 18 years old.
All right. And what did she do? Oral sex?
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, I have, very, very, very few childhood memories. I know...
I can't take this goddamn phone system anymore. I hear every effing third word that's coming out of people's mouths.
At best.
It's a combination between our incoherent callers and a sort of snafu that's going to send me into a effing epileptic seizure.
Chris,
I don't
can we do
know
something about
what
this? It's ridiculous. No, come on. Somebody has to.
No, we're not going to ever fix this. Producer Ann, we have to do something about these phones. Every third word cuts out, and it doesn't.
Or multiple sentences before we kick in, and then every third word.
And it's just, by the way, the anticipation of it being cut out, and then like
Did you
I
hear
said,
it the way we hear it, Chris? Yeah.
if you mix that with our average caller's inability to communicate, you have a recipe for disaster. Okay. You were sexually, physically, and verbally abused by your sister for a number of years.
That is bad times. No wonder you have issues about sex. It's going to be difficult.
You want to stay with this guy, fine. You're going to have to start having sex with him, by the way, and you're going to need some therapy if you come from a family where your sister sexually abused you, and God knows what was being done to your sister who decided it was a nice idea to go at her 5-year-old sister.
It must have been horrible. But be that as it may, the fact that this caller, Brooke, is attracted to this guy does make him suspect. Maybe he is some sort of addict, or at least sexual compulsive, and makes me worry about him. She really should be taking time out from relationships and just doing some psychotherapy.
Again, Drew, my idea and a plea to all the tow truck drivers. I'm including them because these guys are colossal.
Not all of them.
Tow truck drivers?
Not all.
Colossal a-holes.
Not all.
Criminal / a-holes / retards.
The guy that helped me find my oil cover cap.
Well, the guys who work for AAA, that's a little different breed of cat. I'm talking about your average guy who works at the tow yard.
You mean for the impounding stuff?
Yeah, and by the way, the proudest day of my life, and I don't have any children, but I am married. Now, a lot of times guys will do, proudest day of my life, my marriage, the birth. No, it's the day I drove off a tow truck.
That was good.
I had a $45,000 leased BMW M3 in full tow position, 3.5 feet off the ground, strapped in. Guy was trying to drag me. I was in the car with the brake on, dragging me, skid marks, unlashed the thing, and drove off the tow truck. It was the greatest day of my life. Nothing will ever surpass that, and that MFer can kiss my hairy, fat, black ass, you pussy. Yeah. Wouldn't take a bribe, would you? Now you go home with nothing, you big pussy. Here's the point. If all you tow truck drivers and parking enforcement pussies could just drive into the ocean, it would be a great, great moment. Not only for us, the motorists, but for your family, for your loved ones, some dignity. You know what I mean? I would see that you got a proper burial. If you could all just start speeding for the Palisades right now like lemmings and just launch yourself into the Pacific Ocean in the vehicle, it would be a great day. And again, what are you going home to? A hot plate? A wife giving you the stink eye?
Hey, speaking of hot plate, let's get a little lightning round going.
Kid doesn't.
Take a break, huh?
Some step kid who hates your guts. And do yourselves a favor. Just drive into the ocean, would you please? A little dignity? All right. Take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine.
LoveLine.
We'll be right back.
You know, Drew, smelling good is more than a smell. It's an attitude.
That's true, Adam.
It is?
Yeah. I know how to get that attitude, too.
How? Pray tell?
Axe deodorant body spray. Can't lose.
As the nation stands united in grief over the recent attacks, concern for the victims' families is mounting. The Westwood One Radio Network extends our deepest sympathies to the victims and their families. Westwood One has established a relief fund to provide support to those whose lives are forever shattered by this terrible tragedy. All donations will be forwarded to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. Please, help us help those survivors who need us most during this incredibly difficult time. Donation should be made as a check or money order, no cash please, to the Westwood One Relief Fund, Post Office Box 2320, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101-2320. That's the Westwood One Relief Fund, P.O. Box 2320, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101-2320. Thank you for your support.
What a tough thing your body is. It's built to withstand bending, pinching, tattooing, swimming, bumping, tickling, shaving, loud noises, childbirth, football, bad cooking, rollerblading, marathons, even company meetings. But there's something the human body isn't built to withstand: unexpected turbulence. Happily, though, planes are built to withstand that really well. All you have to do is wear your safety belt the entire flight. So next time you fly, stay buckled up the whole time, because after all, turbulence happens, and you're just not built for it. This message is a public service of this station and the Federal Aviation Administration.
1-800-662.
I need help.
Help.
I've been drinking for a long time. My wife, my kids, they're afraid of me. I want to stop. I can't do it alone.
1-800-662.
You can help me?
Help.
My boyfriend, he doesn't know I'm making this call, but he needs help. He can't stop using drugs, and sometimes he really scares me. If he could just help me, we just want somebody to talk to.
1-800-662.
Help here.
Help.
I'm talking about my husband. If he wasn't drinking, you'd just like to be around him, you know? Now, he says he wants to quit, but if you don't help me help him, then I gotta go.
1-800-662.
I need help.
Help.
I have to get away from these drugs. My family doesn't want me around anymore. I know I need help.
To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs near you, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
Hey, y'all, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Forget about that phone number.
Oh.
We got to get some calls in tonight.
But look, there's somebody from North Hollywood who knows what Carroms are.
Oh, really?
That's Carom capital of the world.
Roger?
Yes.
You played Carroms?
Yes, I have.
Roger's 15.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I played it when I was in elementary school, actually.
Yeah. You should
After school program.
You should kick your dad in the balls.
No, not deadbeat dads. Actually, I was hanging out with my friends who had deadbeat dads.
Yeah, that's a tough crowd, that Carom crowd.
Yeah. It's a little kids' pool.
They play fast, they play dangerous, and they play loose. Yeah. Carom. Is there a game? I really believe Carroms was a game that was invented to essentially antagonize children. It was not a fun game.
I thought it was a fun game.
Oh, it's fun like when you're in lockdown and you have a ball of foil and you see who can throw it into the garbage can the most times. It's what you do when you're nuts. It's so you don't go insane, but it's really just you hitting a little wooden flat thing around with a stick.
Right.
Yeah. All right. But you're 15, you know Carroms.
Yes.
That's a good time.
That's good. I was just checking on that. Drew, speaking of checking on stuff,
We checking in on something?
We got weather. There's a couple more cities have checked in. I don't know if you're ready.
They checked in on us, or are we checking in with them?
We check in with them. They check in with us.
Okay. Right.
I'm going to see if I can get through these things.
What's going on, Artesia?
Well, Artesia's coming in at 65 degrees. San Dimas, 65. Lawndale, 65. Laverne, 65 degrees. Hacienda Heights, Drew. 65. 65. Linwood, 65. La Harbor, 65. Pomona, 65. Irvine, 65. Cadé, 65. Norco, 65. Artesia, 65. Verda, 65. Chatsworth, 65. Saltbank, 65. Ucaipa, 65. Redlands checking in, 65. Rancho, Santa Margarita coming in, 65 degrees. Banning.
64 degrees. 65 degrees. What's going on, Stanton?
65. Stanton, let me check Stanton over there. Stanton, 65 degrees. Banning, 65. Cars, 65. Newhall, 65. Corona, checking in, 65. Yorba Linda, coming in, checking in, 5 degrees. Yorba Linda, actually Spanish word meaning 65 degrees. Redondo Beach, 65 degrees. Lakeview Terrace, 65. Corona, 65. Eagle Rock, 65. Glendora, 65. Rosemead, 65. San Gabriel, 65. Temple City, 65. Zoo, 65. Urbandale, 65. Covina, 65. Santa Ana, 65. 65. Fontana, 65. Baldwin Park checking in, 65 degrees. Valencia, 65 degrees. Downey, 65. Pico Rivera, 65 degrees. Buena Vista, 65 degrees. Good Marine Monterey Park coming in at a controversial 65. And San Fernando coming in 65 degrees, Dr. Drew. So that's about that. And again, at the top of the hour, we'll be checking in. There'll be more traffic, more weather, more checking in. And we'll be checking in with more a-holes you don't want to talk to. All right. So you want to do that? All right. We got to get another guy to tell. Usually there's another guy who tells you what the weather is. You know, you got to check in with him. He's going to check in. Yeah. How's it going? Good. Lisa?
Yeah?
Let's check in with you.
Well, I think it's about 69 degrees myself.
Yeah, that means you're horny. Oh, man.
Hey. No.
Yeah. All right, baby.
Hi.
What's happening, mother?
Oh, nothing.
You got some kitties, do you?
Yeah.
All right.
We got Pebbles and Bam Bam going on.
I know the sound of
Seriously, that's their name?
No, that's not their names. But anyway.
And a girl.
Yeah.
All right, what's up?
Stripper and a rape.
I don't know, not much.
All right. So what's the problem?
Well, I have 3 nipples. And I'm uncomfortable. I'm thinking about getting intimate with somebody, but not wanting to do it because of my 3rd nipple.
Usually the 3rd one's sort of under the crease of the breast. Is that where it is, or?
Yeah, a little higher.
All right. So
Yeah.
where's the father of Pebbles and or Bam Bam?
Well, actually, the father of my children passed away, but
what happened to him?
Motorcycle.
Drugs.
Drugs. Or both.
Yeah. He was young. And a few years after he passed away, I met somebody and got married, and that man that I'm still in love with is in prison, unfortunately.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you.
For parole violation?
Felon in possession of a firearm.
So guy tries to carry a gun for a little protection. They
Excuse
lock
me?
him up. Yeah. He's carrying a gun and they locked him up for that?
No, they found ammunition, no gun.
No gun. So he found a couple
I mean,
bullets.
even ammunition was considered bad enough, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, after you had manslaughter charges.
So you're telling me if I pulled over and they found like a cartridge for a 9mm in the trunk
if
of my
you
car,
had already been convicted of a crime and you're on parole and probation, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he originally convicted of?
Bank robbery.
Oh, okay. Well, there's why. Look at it that way.
Yeah.
All right, and Lisa, boy, I can hear it in your voice, baby. You've seen a lot.
I've been through a lot. If you only knew.
No.
We get it.
The first two syllables came out of your mouth. I knew your mom had the crap beaten out of you for the short 27 years you've been on this planet.
No, I've never been hit.
No, I mean
Emotionally.
life has kicked the ass
Let's
out
say,
of you.
to say the least. I mean, I've
Okay,
graduated a drug and alcohol program,
Okay,
and
I know it. Yeah, I know the meth sound. I know the cigarette sound. So here's the deal. Your job is to not have any more kids.
Focus on these kids.
but I want another one.
No.
Focus on these kids. Focus on your recovery.
I know. You have 3 nipples, so you want a third kid.
Don't worry about the nipples.
Don't do the nipple math.
Oh, man.
No. Believe me, you've screwed up these 2 enough. No more kids. And consult a plastic surgeon if you want.
You want it off, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. And by the way, why is this guy going to have a problem with your
the other two
third nipple? The other two. And Mr. Prison, Mr. Dead Guy? All right. Quick break. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, here's the deal. You looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline.
Oh, yeah. Everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Placement agency, can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for a job.
What field, sir? Secretarial, clerical, data processing?
Yeah, something in the space travel industry.
Space travel?
You know, maybe a crew job on a starship. I'm pretty familiar with warp drive systems and the teleportation room.
I'm not sure we have anything in that area, sir.
Come on, it's not like I'm asking for a captain.
Okay, let's take a step back. Did you finish high school?
Yeah, my federation doesn't recognize your educational system.
Maybe we could find you something else. Are you by any chance bilingual?
Fluent Martian and a little bit of Venusian.
Okay, could you hold on? I'm going to connect you to someone who speaks that.
Sure.
High school dropouts earn an average of 42% less than graduates.
Hello? Hello?
Some earn even less. Stay in school. Give yourself a chance. For more info, go to OperationGraduation.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and Ad Council.
Hey, so you think you can drive properly after you've had a few drinks, huh? I don't think so. This is John Larroquette for RAD saying, come on, plan ahead. Pick the safe alternative. Give up the keys and choose a designated driver. The life you save may be mine. Happy holidays.
Beep, 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 yeah. Drive me home, baby. Beep, 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 yeah.
Did you hear what Smokey said? Did you hear what Smokey said?
I wanna know if you heard what Smokey said. Smokey said only you. This is Marty Stewart from my pal Smokey Bear, reminding you if you must burn debris or trash, do it safely. Check local laws on burning and never burn on dry when you daze. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Smokey didn't mention nobody else. Smokey said only you.
This message from the USDA Forest Service and your state forester and advertising council.
Hi, I'm Malik Yobin. I play a cop on TV. When I was in high school, I got shot at point-blank range by another kid. My life almost ended.
Each day, 10 kids are shot dead. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT for information on what you can do to help. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
Getting shot changed my life. Don't wait for something to happen to you to take action. Get involved now. Not everyone gets a second chance.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up? This is Darius from Hootie and the Blowfish for RAD, recording artists against drunk driving. When you go out and party and you get drunk, then drive, you're not only loaded, you're a loaded weapon. When you celebrate, designate. Choose a designated driver every night. Remember, music lives, and so should you.
Hey, what's up? This is Gwen from No Doubt.
For recording artists against drunk driving. You know, we all live in Southern California and we all drive these freeways.
Give up the keys, choose a designated driver. Music lives, so should you.
Happy holidays.
Jason died in a car accident on April 3rd, 95. I thought right away about donating his organs. He said to me, "Mom, if anything ever happened to me, you should donate all my organs."
Share your decision to become an organ and tissue donor with your family today.
I feel very happy that he decided this.
Organ and tissue donation. Share your life. Share your decision. Call 1-800-355-SHARE for a free brochure. A message from the Advertising Council and the Coalition on Donation.
Did you know a healthy unborn fetus can actually hear things going on around him? Mostly they hear a pleasant sound that closely resembles the ocean. Unfortunately, some yet-to-be-born babies will also hear these sounds. These babies have a much greater risk of being born with serious birth defects. Stop drinking while you're pregnant. It's the best choice for you and your baby. A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, this is Dan from Tonic for RAD, Recording Artists Against Drunk Driving, reminding you that drunk drivers are still the #1 killer of young adults in this country. Please use your head and save your life and those on the road. Always choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives. You should too.
Well, that's the show, everybody. Thanks for listening. Tomorrow night, we promise to be here again and do more shows.
Got some good guests coming up.
We got good guests coming up, and we're going to have some weather at the top of the hour. I'll tell you that right now.
Jeremy Piven, Mimi Rogers.
All 65 years old. Everything's 65. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break, and until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.